Lions fans. It's time to talk about some exciting updates and roster changes that could impact our journey this season. Before we dive into the details of these updates and possible trades, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss the latest team news. Let's get right to it. Bleacher Report recently put forward an interesting prediction. It seems the New Orleans Saints might be considering a trade for pass rusher Chase Young after a 5-game losing streak. With a history of injuries, Young has something to prove, and the idea of a rebuild for the Saints could put him on the market, a situation that opens up possibilities for us. Now, why does this matter for the Lions? Losing Aidan Hutchinson to a leg injury has left a big gap in our defense. Hutchinson is a key piece, and while we have solid players like James Houston and Josh Paschal, let's be honest, they're not Hutchinson. Bringing in someone like Young to bolster our pass rush could make all the difference in our quest for the championship, keeping pressure on opposing quarterbacks and taking our defense to the next level. So, fans, what do you think? Could the addition of Chase Young put us back on track? Or would it be better to keep the roster as it is? Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you all think. In addition, we have some roster updates for this Sunday's game. Coach Dan Campbell announced the promotion of 2 players from the practice squad, defender Al-Quadin Muhammad and tight end Shane Zylstra. With Hutchinson's absence, Muhammad brings the energy we need on defense, while Zylstra provides a fresh option for our offense. Campbell noted that Muhammad is the kind of competitive, finishing player we need to maintain defensive pressure. Lastly, an interesting question: with the trade deadline approaching, could the Lions consider trading backup quarterback Hendon Hooker to acquire a top-tier pass rusher? Although Hooker is a solid backup for Jared Goff and has a favorable contract, his future as a starter seems uncertain. Do you think he'd be worth considering as trade bait? Share your thoughts, everyone. I'd love to hear from you. And, of course, stay tuned to the channel for more analysis and updates as we continue supporting our Lions in their big goals for the season. Now, getting back to the impact a quality pass rusher trade could have, remember that we're in a unique position to make a serious run to the top. The time is now, and any move that helps cover the loss of players like Hutchinson is more than welcome. The Cleveland Browns, for example, have a seasoned pass rusher, Zadarius Smith, who could be a major boost for our defense. But let's be realistic, trading Hooker is no easy decision. Losing him as a backup would mean depending on Jake Fromm if Goff becomes unavailable. And for a team with Super Bowl ambitions, relying on just Fromm could be risky. However, other teams are definitely interested in a young quarterback with potential like Hooker, which raises the chances of a trade that could truly strengthen our defense. So, is it worth the risk? Or should we keep Hooker as insurance? How do you all see this situation? This is one of those decisions that could shape the future of our team, either by elevating our defense or ensuring offensive stability. We're all in this together. If you're enjoying the discussion, make sure to hit like and subscribe to stay updated on every Lions move. Let's stay focused and keep cheering, because there's still so much to look forward to this season. Remember, we're just at the start of something special. As a Lions fan, I see this as a golden opportunity, but one that comes with some risks we need to consider carefully. Having a powerhouse pass rusher like Zadarius Smith alongside our defensive line could elevate our game, especially in Hutchinson's absence. From a strategic perspective, the trade makes a lot of sense. We need a solid defense that constantly pressures opposing quarterbacks if we want to be true Super Bowl contenders. And, of course, the idea of trading Hooker brings that hint of tension, right? We know he's young, talented, and has a manageable contract, something other teams needing a quarterback, like the Browns, would be more than eager to jump on. But at the same time, we're talking about a team like ours that hasn't seen such a solid shot at going far in a season for a long time. Every move needs to be calculated. Imagine the impact of having a pass rusher like Zadarius Smith pressuring opposing quarterbacks while still maintaining a strong offensive line to support Goff. The right combination of offense and defense could be the key to taking our team to the playoffs in full force, maybe even further. As a fan, I say I don't want to see this dream crumble because of a risky choice. Our team is ready to shine, but we need to balance the talent we have with the needs that have arisen due to injuries. Every player counts. And, if we can pull off this trade without losing Hooker, we might just secure both a formidable defense and the offensive security we need. So, what do you all think? Are we on the right track? This decision has so many layers, and as fans, we know that every detail matters. Let's keep a close eye on this and hope the Lions make the right choice. Who knows, we might be on the brink of a historic season. But honestly, parting with Hooker leaves me torn. Even though Goff is playing well, having a quality backup is crucial. Relying solely on Jake from if something happens to Goff would be a big risk, and we know that in a long season, every detail can be costly. That's why, if it were my call, I'd try to negotiate to bring in Zadarius Smith without losing Hooker. If that trade were inevitable, I'd carefully weigh the consequences, because we can't sacrifice offensive security for more strength on defense. Balance is key, and we're so close to something great that it would be a shame to compromise this journey due to a rushed decision. So, folks, what do you think? Is it worth risking everything for a pass rusher, or should we keep our offensive stability with Hooker? I'm excited to hear what you all think about this.